heard of any difficulties when people contact Microsoft support for things that are issues related to it from the Microsoft side?
Right, and actually during my setup process, Micah knows this pretty well. I had two issues on two different domains, two completely separate issues that ended up being Microsoft issues, and had to go through the path of dealing with Microsoft support. It was a more pleasant experience than I expected, but it was also not the easiest thing because I've been out of the Microsoft world for 10 years or so.
What are some recommendations that you would have, Corey, based on that, on how to address the Microsoft support team, and what are some of the common issues that resellers might experience that you, through your guidance, can give them some advice on what to say, what to ask for, who to ask for?
Yeah, so first off, most of the problems that you're going to run into are going to be well documented inside of Teammate's knowledge base. And you can simply look at the article and follow the step-by-step guide to correct the issue. We've done most of the running into problems for you. So just about everything's cleared up, and it should be a simple, easy process to provision in the first place. If you do have to contact Microsoft support, everything generates a log. So you're going to want to start by finding the log that's generated, and then contact Microsoft specifically through that log, like in the Azure Active Directory. If you have a login error, you can generate a ticket right from that screen.
Yeah, I would say one other common issue is variable propagation speeds in Microsoft. So that generates a lot. We see that more broadly at Teammate, a lot of tickets based on unpredictability from Microsoft's provisioning, PowerShell mainly. That's a frustrating one because it's variable. So usually in workflows, you build in some time lags to make sure licenses are provisioned and things happen. And
I've been telling people that you want to wait 24 hours after any change in Microsoft to be sure it's fully propagated and available to a third-party application. And not all cases is that true, but it's kind of a good general rule of thumb.
Do it on the weekend. That's usually the best way. I mean, it's lower load. I mean, it feels like it's directly related to the success of teams. Just a lot of people doing provisioning. Be specific with when you open a ticket with Microsoft. And generally, Corey's been really helpful in finding some issues that we've documented. So it's ongoing.
They all find me is the problem.
Yeah, no, but that's how they get documented. It's just been a large pool of users reporting.
Now, Corey, you've pretty much worked the entire support team to be able to become familiar with this, but do we have a dedicated group of people who are working with Micah to keep this up and running at an optimum experience, or could any of our support people handle it?
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing to talk about because our processes have changed as we've grown to be a bigger company. We have a product engineer named Fareed who helped with a lot of the integration. So between myself and Fareed, we did the beta testing with a number of resellers. We did a lot of the setup and really helped define the processes. About a month ago, we started to introduce the product to our top tier of support. So all of the support that you'll receive in the beginning is going to be by our tier 3 technicians. They're most familiar with it, but they're also pretty agile and able to help you solve issues that they haven't seen before. So everything is going to be kind of like a trickle-down process. That's how we do a lot of our internal education. We want our tier 3 to be comfortable with the application and how to use the application in the back end, so they can pass it down to tier 2, but also when tier 2 has to escalate back up to tier 3, they're very familiar with it.